Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sierra and I'm a certified health coach with a background in psychology. So today's video is going to be another what I eat in a day. For those of you who haven't watched any of my previous videos, I've lost over 40 pounds and I've maintained that weight loss for multiple years now. The purpose of these videos isn't to tell you what you should or shouldn't be eating. It's mainly just to give you guys meal inspiration and show you guys how I like to eat in a day for weight loss. To kind of summarize how I like to eat, I do track my calories and I've been doing that for multiple years now. Calorie tracking definitely doesn't work for everyone, but it works super well for me for a lot of reasons, but I just don't like having to think about when or how much I should be eating. I would rather just ensure that what I'm eating is the right amount for my goals. Another key part of how I like to eat is I like to eat very high volume meals. So basically meals that provide you a lot of bulk and volume for very little calories. Not to say that you need to eat this way for weight loss. The goal definitely isn't to try and eat as little calories as possible, but I just have an extremely large appetite. So I just want to be able to eat as much food as possible and still maintain my weight. So if that's something you can relate to, I hope you can get some inspiration from this video. So, without further ado, it's right around noon. This is when I like to have my first meal, a few hours after I wake up. My breakfast is one meal that varies quite a bit. Today I'm gonna go for rice cakes. I had rice cakes in my last video. Rice cakes are perfect because they're really light and you can do a lot of things with them. They're really versatile. So I made something savory in my last video for lunch. I'm gonna make something sweet for breakfast. I usually like my first meal to be a little bit lighter. So nothing too heavy or fibrous because I plan on training after. Even if I want something a little bit lighter for breakfast, I don't like having any meals that have no fiber whatsoever. And one of my favorite sweet fiber sources is pumpkin. And so I'm gonna be making a little sweet pumpkin spread. I always like to prioritize protein at every meal, so a spread made with pumpkin, protein powder. I really like mixing pumpkin puree with vegan protein because vegan protein is really absorbent, and so it just makes a really thick spread. Again, it's thinking outside of the box. Thinking, I want protein at every meal, I want fiber at every meal. What protein sources do I like? What fiber sources do I like? How can I combine them to make meals that are really good? I think this tastes like caramel, the way I make it. So the main ingredients, pumpkin puree, vegan protein powder, and I like using a cinnamon protein powder, so it's like pumpkin pie flavors. I also have this cookie butter extract that I add, sugar-free syrup, which is what makes it kind of taste like caramel, cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice, and then salt is always key to add to sweet foods. Game-changing, adding salt to sweet foods. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into making my first meal of the day. My breakfast and my pre-workout meal. So, breakfast is ready. Might seem weird, but it's really good. You see can't really see the texture. Wow, it smells so good. I have 6 rice cakes, about 200 calories. This is about just over 200 calories. The only thing this meal is missing is a source of fat. One of my favorite things to add is almond butter. Almond butter just complements these flavors super well. Ideally, you would have pretty balanced meals, so you want protein, fiber, carbs, and fats in your meals. I didn't really have a source of fat to add to this. And I think what matters more is making sure you get enough fat intake overall during the day than at every single meal. So I will show you what this looks like. Take pumpkin, rice cake, spread. Yum. Mm-hmm. Tastes like pumpkin pie. She's looking so rough. Rough. She's looking rough. We're back. We're back for lunch. I'm actually pretty hungry right now. The way I do it, I don't really adjust my calorie intake based on how I feel, but I do adjust my food choices. So if I'm hungrier, I'm gonna choose foods that are more filling. So I'm gonna make a big ass salad. What I'm gonna use in my salad today is chili. This is a canned chili and it's low fat. You can do a lot of things with chili. Chili is really versatile. You can add it to soups, throw it on some pasta, spaghetti squash. If you don't eat meat, there's also veggie chilies that you can get, which I like having these from time to time too. The chili is almost gonna serve as a dressing, but I'm also gonna add some sauces and then some more vegetables because you can't just have lettuce. You gotta have some crunchy, some other textures. Salads, again, are just so versatile. You don't need to stick to just boring salads. Think outside of the box, you know? What can you add to salad? What proteins can you add? What maybe isn't a traditional dressing, but can kind of serve as a dressing? Another key to making really good salads is to cut the lettuce so it's really small. No one likes getting big chunks of lettuce and you try and eat it and it goes all over your face. You know what I'm saying? Just me. Also, something that I really like eating is roasted seaweed. So I'll basically just take the seaweed and then wrap the salad in the seaweed, and it's just so good. I think I might even use 2 bags of lettuce because I'm so hungry. So let's make a big ass salad. Woo! I'm sleepy. Sleepy. Well, what if I just fell over? I'm sleepy. Two bags of lettuce seem like a lot until you chop it up smaller and then it gets saucy and it shrinks. So good. And then I get roasted seaweed. I get really big packs because the smaller ones just aren't enough. And then you take a piece of seaweed, put it in there, close it up. It's so yummy. I think everything I eat is so yummy, apparently. Happiness. So I'm gonna eat this salad, I'm gonna do some work, and I will check back in with you at dinner time. What up? Should really switch up where I'm standing because this is probably pretty fucking boring. So I stand here all day. The only place I stand is here. All right, so I like to save a lot of my calories for dinner because I like my dinner to be my largest meal. Specifically because I like to have dessert. First, we're gonna start with dinner though. I'm not gonna lie, the meal that I had in my last What I Eat in a Day, soup, vegetable soup, is what I have most nights. I usually have some sort of soup with veggies, a protein, but we're gonna switch it up today a little bit. I'm gonna be making like a cheesy pasta dish. In my last video, I used zoodles in my soup. I'm gonna use zoodles again, like zucchini noodles, and I'm also gonna use the lower calorie shirataki noodles as well. So just a bunch of noodles. But I'm gonna make a low calorie cheese sauce that is dairy free. Doesn't have any cheese in it. How? Well, it's not a new ingredient by any means, but nutritional yeast. Most plant-based people know about this ingredient. If you're vegan, you definitely know about nutritional yeast, but even if you're not, it's still so good. It has a very cheesy flavor. It smells so good. Breathes it in. Cheesy. Yeah, and how am I gonna make it saucy, right? Because you can't just put nutritional yeast on noodles and make a sauce. Well, the other secret ingredient, carrots. Yeah, carrots, yeah. Use carrots that are canned so they're soft, so you can just blend them up and they're very smooth, and it makes a smooth sauce. I've also made similar sauces with cauliflower, but I like carrots. It gives the sauce a nice orange color. So yeah, basically it's like a low-calorie, high-protein mac and cheese, except it's noodles. And also I'm gonna add a fat source into this meal, into the cheese sauce, a fat source to make it creamy. But the fat source kind of is unnecessary because this is kind of creamy on its own, the carrots. But adding a little bit of fat to meals makes a big difference. And I'm low in fat, like I said today, so you could add like a vegan plant-based cream cheese or something, cashews, so blended up cashews or cashew butter, any solid savory fat source. I have tahini right now, that's what I might use. I also have hummus. Hummus works really well as a sauce also. You wouldn't expect it, but it does. I'm not gonna add any like solid source of protein to this meal because it's actually unnecessary. Just with the vegetables I'm using and the nutritional yeast alone, it already has over 20 grams of protein. And then I'm also gonna have a dessert that's high in protein. Protein ice cream sandwiches, which I'll get to, but for now, we'll start with making my cheesy sauce. And it's super simple. All you do, chuck everything in a blender and blend it. That's literally it. You don't need to really cook anything. All you do is heat it up when it's done. And that's it. Let's get into it. Alrighty. The carrots, I don't know, why do they taste like cheese? Cheesy noodles. You don't need to use lower calorie noodles. You can use a different kind of noodles and still have a dairy-free cheese sauce. Altogether, I think this meal is like less than 300 calories. Yeah, 300 calories. All about the volume eating. And that's with the hummus, the fat source. This is flying everywhere. There's gonna be cheese sauce everywhere. carrot sauce. And that's it. I also have some sugar-free ketchup. G. Hughes, my man. 1 tablespoon is 5 calories. Who else? Ketchup on everything. Ketchup belongs on so many things. Try a little bit of ketchup. Make it like tomato-y. As always, gonna finish this meal and then get into dessert. Wee, wee, wee. Alrighty. She's dusted. What the hell was that? So, all that's left is dessert, which as you can see is a Ninja Creamy. Most people know about Ninja Creamies by now. It's definitely super popular on TikTok and stuff, but what's different about mine? A lot of people make, you know, lower calorie, higher protein versions of ice cream, but not to this extent. Mine is like next level low calorie, high protein. For the entire pint, it's 150 calories. 150 for a whole pint. Calories in 1 pint of ice cream. In normal ice cream, there's 1,400 calories in a pint. And in this, there's 150. I know what you must be thinking, like, yeah, but it probably tastes like not very good, right? Wrong. You're wrong. It's so good. It's so good. When you get a really good tasting protein powder and you use the right flavorings, lower calorie foods can taste really freaking good. These specific key ingredients that I use are a whey casein blend protein. If you just use whey protein, it's not going to be as creamy. It's just not. The other key ingredient is sugar-free pudding mix. This is what gives it like a really thick ice cream-like texture. And you honestly don't need that much. That's why you may be asking yourself, why is your ice cream green? It's because the pudding mix that I'm using right now is pistachio. It's one of the best. But you can make just plain vanilla, chocolate, pumpkin. You can get pretty freaking creative. But I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm not just gonna have this on its own. I'm gonna make these little ice cream sandwiches. Specifically, at least in Canada, we have these, they're called brogies. They're basically like puffed corn. They're little circles. And what I do is I put some ice cream in the middle and I like sandwich it. Tastes like an ice cream cone, because this is like the cone. Ice cream. Tastes like a freaking ice cream cone. Recently I've been having that most days. It's just so good. I don't think there's a point of showing you how to put a Ninja Creamy in a blender. I think it's pretty straightforward. So I will be back with this. I'll blend it up. Oh, she's cracking. She's crack-a-lacking. Whee! Let's blend this beesh. Let's blend this beesh up. Oh. Yo, look at that. How beautiful. She thick. She's real thick. Not like other protein ice creams that you make in a normal blender and they're basically like a smoothie. This is like actual ice cream consistency. Usually have 6 of these and make 3 little sandwiches. So I'll show you. Take like a third. Take the third and we're gonna spread it. Like this. Take it. And place it. Boom. Boom. Mm-hmm. Ice cream sandwich. Ice cream sandwich. What can I say? It's delish. I also have some sugar-free syrup. This is game-changing. This is extra. I mean, I'm really showing you all the tricks. You dip it. It's like syrupy. That's wild. That's so good. And each of these little corn things, are like 25 calories. So in total, this whole like concoction is 300 calories. What more to say? Mm. So I just finished dessert, and that's gonna conclude everything I eat in a day. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my future videos. See you guys soon. Bye. Bye. Bedtime. She's going to bed. What is this angle? What is this angle? What is this angle? Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my future videos. See you guys soon. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my future videos. See you guys soon. Why? Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa, what did you say? And of course you did. What? Oh no!